All right, welcome to Career Talk, where we explore careers from a Comet's perspective. On this episode, we are exploring the travel and leisure industry. Our guest today comes from the travel and leisure industry, as I said. He has over 15 years of experience and has taken the leadership of TWS Travel, one of the longest, actually the oldest, long-standing family-owned travel agency in Puerto Rico. Travel and leisure knowledge aside, he also has a formal background in business, communications, and marketing. And fun fact, he's actually no stranger to our campus. Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
What class did you graduate in?
2001.
What was your fondest memory while you were here?
Well, I played football, so football took a lot. The school was very, very fond of football, so we had a group, very, very awesome group of kids from school from football that we had really much fun. So football was good. I have to tell you, teachers here, and I have one really fun story, and it was actually a while back in 8th grade. I saw it there in the yearbook. It was Esther Alvarez was on they were dedicating the yearbook for her, and I think one of my good memories from school was making a mock trial in Esther Alvarez class. Which was really fun because it was at the same time that O.J. Simpson trial was going on.
Wow.
So it was like we're seeing that trial and we're doing the trial ourselves. It was a fun activity.
So for Comets, that happened in the previous millennium. A lot has happened since. So speaking of throwbacks, what did you want to be when you were in kindergarten?
I saw, I think Batman maybe.
Nice. That worked out.
I would never think of career-wise that time. When I was older, I thought I was going to be a professional player, sports player. But at the beginning, I have to tell you, pre-K, Batman maybe, Superman. I think Batman better than Superman. So.
Because of the flying and the family business.
Yeah, well, Batman because I find it much funner.
So what about in high school? Did you still want to be Batman?
No, I kind of started inclining on engineering, and I actually did go to Villanova University in Pennsylvania, and I started studying civil engineering. It took me a year and a half to realize that was not what I was supposed to do. And I came back and studied marketing, and I fell in love with it, and that's pretty much what I've been doing since.
How did you figure that out? Did you have a mentor?
A class. I took a class, and I think that class was the one. In Sagrado, I took a class. That teacher was just fantastic, and I loved it. And once after that, I said, "This is it. This is what I want to do."
So, what do you do?
So we're in the travel business. We are dream makers. That's why I put the cards of my employees. They say dream makers. So we facilitate everything travel related for passengers. If you want to go to a hotel, if you want to go to Disney, if you want to go to Europe, if you want to go to Africa, whatever, we put everything together so you don't have to. We are living right now on times where you don't have time to do anything. There's people literally eating, talking on the phone, writing and driving at the same time, which is they're not supposed to. So I have a lot of people calling me and saying, "Hey, I don't have time to prepare this trip for myself. I need your help." And that's what I do.
So what do you like best about it?
Like I said, we're dream makers. So every time you see a person coming back from their trips and just talking to you about what they did and what fun they had and everything, that just fulfills everything up. It's really fun.
So speaking of travel, this past couple of years have been interesting.
Yep.
Has that been the biggest challenge you have faced professionally, or have you had bigger challenges?
No, nothing more than the COVID part of the pandemic. COVID just hurt everybody, but in our part, it was incredible because everything closed. So there was no country open, planes were out, trains were out, cruises were out, everything was out. So we had to declare bankruptcy at one moment to protect the money of our clients. We already are out of the bankruptcy and everything, but I think, mean, that's literally when my father left me the business. So that was like my first experience. It was like, okay, well,
take it out.
COVID is here. What do you want to do? Bankruptcy, and it was tough. But at the end of the day, it was the correct decision, and we're rolling now.
So because of these challenges that you have faced, what would you say, looking back into college, looking back into mentorships or experiences, what have been skills that you would say are definitely must-haves to be successful in your type of career?
Creativity. I mean, there's no second to it. You need to be creative. You need to let yourself just do stuff. They always say that accountants are the worst nightmares of marketing people. So I try not to talk to my accountant much to see, and I just start doing my stuff. I mean, most ideas come whenever and wherever. So now with phones, it's easier because I literally pick up my phone and I just put a voice message and I said, hey, Rigo, remember, please, blah, 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 something. And then I go in the office and then I remember. And so creativity, being organized at some point has to be there too. But I think creativity is the most. I mean, people are changing their ways of doing stuff. Before, you would see people just literally going cruises, Europe, Orlando, New York, and the Dominican Republic. And now you see people asking for Southeast Asia. They go to Australia. They go to some other places. I mean, so the world has expanded a lot. And part of it, which it's the real thing. It's the globalization and what the social media has done to everything.
So how would you compare, because your family's company was founded back in the 50s, mm-hmm. and this is 2022, how do you see the changes?
Oh, it's been, well, before, it was until 1991, I think, that the internet came. So before, you were pretty much obliged to use a travel agency or go directly to an airline. So that part, I mean, you had people obviously having to go. Now we have to do our marketing things and be more creative in that end, because obviously you can go literally get into your phone and do your whole trip by your phone. So now what we do, or our end, is being able to facilitate everybody and get people to understand the need to use travel agencies, because they will help you and they will allow you to be more relaxed on your trips.
Looking at the wonderful group of seniors that we have back there, mm-hmm. what would you tell them about their future, the future college experience, the future career paths, looking back as to what you were thinking about when you were on their side with those shirts?
It's gonna sound kind of cheesy, right? Because it is, but when I went, I was gonna study engineering, and I said, this is it. I'm good at math, I'm good at science, I'm gonna be an engineer, this is it, blah, blah, blah. The career will choose you. You'll start taking classes and you'll see and you'll feel it. And when you do take that class that I took, you'll know what you're gonna do.
What class was it?
It's marketing. It was marketing 101. It was literally the first marketing class I took. It was with this teacher. I forgot her name right now, but it was with this teacher that everybody told me, take a class with her. She's really easy. You're gonna pass the class really easy. I mean, it's gonna be an easy class. So I took it. It was my first year being back from the States, and I took it, and literally the first day I fell in love, and that's been it. So the career will choose you. I mean, the class will choose you, or the university. I always think that most of the people tell you that, Harvard, Yale, whatever, and that's good. They're good universities, but most universities are made by you. I mean, not by the university. The university will help you, obviously, but you make anything you want to from yourself. So
since you're in the travel industry, mm-hmm. it's been your favorite place to visit?
I have no doubt about it. Egypt.
Okay.
So I went back in 2006, and I think it was the best trip I've had. That's the way I'm built, on being this history geek. I love it. Literally imagine yourself cruising on through the Nile, stopping on a couple of cities, watching these incredible structures made out of stone. The culture is rich, very awesome. I mean, it's one of the places I always tell my clients that they have to visit. I mean, it's something very, very, very awesome.
All right. I'm more of the Southeast Asia team, but
yeah,
I'll allow that.
Well, I mean, I went to Thailand and Cambodia, and it was really good. I loved it, but still, I think Egypt for me, myself, it's been my trip.
Awesome. All right. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us here.
Appreciate it.
And thank you guys for joining us. Check out our stories for more behind the scenes on this episode. And I'll see you next time for more career talk. Stay tuned.